and this isn't too sharp a point because it's the first one I made. If you take a white piece of paper and color it, it's going to look better because it's hard to color. You're only going to have like stripes. So it's better. And this is the first one I made, so it's really good. And if you blow air into it, it flies better. But I'll show you that at the end. Now this is how you make one. You start off with a white piece of paper. You fold it in half. This. She'll look like this. Fold this down. Should look like this. One flap down, one flap up. Go on the other side. Do this. It should look like a regular paper airplane when you open it up. Just like this. And then close it. Go and you fold it over again. So far, it should look like this. And then this is the second to last step. You fold it one more time. On both sides. Well, you're done. Now you're done with the real airplane. But I have one more modification that you do. See the back wings? Take a little bit of that down, and fold it down like this, so it should look like that on one side, and then you do it on the other side. And if you want to see how it flies, I'll show you how it flies. Well, that didn't work. Too good. So this one's a little better flying because it has a better modification. And if you blow air into it, it will fly better.
And after you learn how to make that airplane, you might have wanted to know how to make a little bit of a more complicated airplane. And I just started making these a few years ago. And it'll fly really far because it's heavy. And if you want to know how to make it, I'll teach you right now. You take this flap in the upper right-hand corner and fold it down to the other side of that sheet of paper. Do the same with the other side. Make sure that you have sharp tips before you start the next step. You should have an X right at the top of your paper. So in the bottom right-hand corner of the paper, there should be a line going right through it from your X. Take that line segment and take it, fold it over like that, and then take this part up and about the halfway point. You should look like this. Do the same thing at the other side. It's kind of a complicated move, but I think you'll be able to figure it out. It might take a few tries to get it good. And then you kind of make sure it is really like at the top. You want to make sure that it is just like this, flat, because you don't want a tunnel in there, so it'll get messed up. So after you've done that, just take it down, get a sharp tip right there, push that down. It might not be a sharp tip anymore after you've done that, but just take these two corners and fold them down too. Okay, you should have two flaps right in there, and fold it up. So take one of those flaps and fold it up right to the top of that paper. And then you do the same thing with the other half. Fold your paper airplane in half. Fold it down. Crease. Fold it up. Crease. Do the same thing with the other side. Down. Up. It should look like this. And it should fly. Well, it might not fly like this because this one's a little messed up. But if you make it right, it'll look like this.